Oh, that's a long blank screen. Any spawners? Wow. One more lightning. Oh, this isn't a Yash lightning. Oh, it works. Okay. Ah! Okay, yeah. Lady Butterfly. Ah, come on. Okay, easy.
やるじゃないか、せがれ殿。ならば我が幻。
I'm so concerned that this will just not work whenever I go for it in a run. Oh wait, I haven't actually corrected my splits entirely because I need to remove the times for this, this, this. Okay. Save. Okay.
さてな、窓は死ぬのせがれ。やるじゃないか、せがれ殿。
Okay. Got it every time so far. Shouldn't be too difficult. Okay. Is there anything else? I guess I could do Guardian Ape. Guardian Ape's not that tough though. Oh, he's such a victim. He just gets melted. Kind of crazy. What else? What else? What else? I think that should be fine. Okay, I'm gonna start some runs then. That's okay. Oof. My FPS, what? Why am I lagging? Yikes. Or maybe I have... Actually, I might have effects on max. That shit kills your FPS. Wow. God damn it, Lone Shadow. No, dude, what? Oh my god, man. This boss is so fucking shit. Imagine still saving time, even though I died. It's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, okay. Was not supposed to skip there. I forgot. Need to put that in notes. Wow. Wow. Fucking hell. Meh. Nice.
参る忍びよ再び間に合えよう
Wow. Fucking hell, Genny. Why? Did you just... Oh my god, Genny. I hate you so much. I hate you so much, Genny. Oh, what the fuck, man. Wow. That's some fucking bullshit. Oh, actually, let me... Okay, it is on high only. Why am I getting FPS drop then? That's disappointing. Hey, Volgar. How you doing? Thank you for the good luck. Yeah, sleep you awake all night? Yeah, same. Although, apart from the sleepy, oh my god. I haven't really slept, but I'm not sleepy. But I'm doing pretty good. You got so discouraged today? Oh no. What's up? Started to get me Kiri after Ishin's dialogue on Shira. Right. Wait, to only get... So you're not getting... jump model draw. Times it was 24 IDT. Oh, still 16 seconds short. That sucks. Fucking rip console runs, man, with the live split only being an estimate. That shit sucks. Shit. I grinded that so much the last few days, thinking the challenge or this change in route would make for enough time save to get top 10. Well, so are you doing without jump MD? If you're gonna get skills at all, or get the skill book at all, jump MD, mid-air combat arts. If you're gonna not get that, then you shouldn't get the skill book at all. The Mikiri skill in itself only saves a few more milliseconds. Oh, you get... Okay. Yeah, because the Mikiri only saves, in theory, a few milliseconds over the time it takes to unlock the skill. It's not... I don't even think it's a full second that it saves. Right. I thought you just like thought about it since Lecad doesn't use jump model draw, but jump model draw is superior. Cat is fucking insane though. I guess, yeah. Kinda insane. Just one sub 35. Well, you gotta have time save somewhere. I don't know where, but... Wow. Shit run. You need to practice your Gyobu. Yeah. What times are you getting the Gyobu death blow at? I guess you don't know because real time. bit rough. It's not gonna make it. Wow, this run is so bad. FPS. Struggle to get sub 8. Oh, that's a bit rough then. Ever since I updated my BIOS to fix a problem with my USB ports, my FPS has been dropping. I think it's because some of the settings got reset and that somehow has a huge impact on my performance. Wait, what am I doing? I guess it doesn't matter. Wait, I don't have Mikiri. Fuck you, Snake Eyes. Or Lone Shadow, whatever the fuck your name is. At 757 the other day. And Google got happy. And another runner in chat said that's normal. Rib. I think you might have to like look at your tutorials. I know obviously the load times are kind of fucking you. But are you still getting like the fast cutscenes tech? Like the Genichiro one and the reed whistle one? Yeah, you need to hook me up with some metal shit. Wow, full FPS. Getting them? Nice. I don't know what to tell you then. I haven't run the category myself, so... yeah. Rakyo's insane. Shit. Oh, that's huge time save. You're scared of him? He's a cool guy. He interacts with his chat, which is, I think, is a bit rare of like Japanese no mic runners. Jumps over the canyon. Oh yeah, he uses my skip. The double senpo one. It's pretty insane. It saves like 1.5 seconds. That shit doesn't look glitchless. Yeah, well, it's against the glitchless rules, but who cares? Because it is definitely out of bounds, but the same can be said for other things. So it's like, what are you gonna do? Stepping on air? Well, there's collision there, so... Against the rules is still proved as glitchless world record. Well, it's... The thing with glitchless rules is that although that they say there are like guidelines that can kind of be applied to any trick, and then you can like answer, is this allowed or not allowed? They're very inconsistent, and they have to be taken on a trick by trick or strat by strat or skip by skip basis. Yeah, I mean, it is no community decided skips. But glitchless is a better name. NCDS is a horrible name. Like, I would not run that. It would have to be fun, because I think the main appeal of running glitchless is that you're playing the game as intended. Why you're doing that can be like, maybe you just prefer it that way, or maybe that's what people want to see. I mean, I don't think it's a fancy name. I think it's a name that kind of explains the category for casual viewers in a way that NCDS doesn't, and that no major glitches also quite doesn't, and limited skips, which was the name that glitchless had prior to glitchless being made. And limited skips, you know, that was like a no major glitches kind of thing. No air swimming. And no bull skip, no horse skip. And but it still had like some stuff in it. Like miss noble tree jump and backside dojo skip. It would be kind of weird to revert to old naming that we have already kind of gotten rid of. Because NCDS and limited skips pretty much means the same thing. And the community has already decided that glitchless is the better name. Want to hear a joke? It's a tragic one, but still kind of a joke. You lose 21 seconds on black screen due to hardware limitations. Or just the tutorial split. Fucking hell. That's rough. That's real rough. The fact that this is being brought back from the dead is fucking scary. This run is poop. Basically pay to win. I mean, yeah. All video gaming kind of is. At least to a certain extent. But you gotta have the skill in the first place. But even with that, you can still get world record on console, sure, glitchless. Because it's over a minute behind
参る忍びよ再び間に合え
PC version. If I get a SSD or a PS5, you get a PB. Yeah. Exact same run, but with an SSD, yeah. I mean, yeah, it does kind of suck. Just the idea of it is very demotivating. They trash RNG. Wow. Pretty sure you can't get world record. Well, mathematically you can, but obviously there's a huge amount of grinding that needs to be put in to get RNG that is even like capable of getting that time. Also, I didn't split. What the fuck is that emote? Ponet told me to add it. Shit. Wasn't supposed to skip right away. I can show you the chat logs. Or maybe not. Because they are from last year. RIP. What's wrong with a booby emote though? Dude, I keep doing this. The Pepe Pog easy mode. That should be hypers. Without capitalization. With only the first capitalized, I think. Scammed, yeah. How is this run green? How is this run green? The fuck? Okay, yeah. Look at all the time save on early game. Yeah. Well, you'd pretty much be done with the run and glitchless by now. This run is so fucking dense with tech though. Like in this window I've already like done like more shit than you do in like the entire 30-minute run. Sure, glitchless. So it's like I am gonna lose time because fucking hell. You're finishing Roberto at 10 minutes. I don't know if that's bad. You're slow? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know what other people get. Kind of slow. Yeah, well. Oh! Oh! Dude. Dude, I gotta get on some sure glitchless running someday. I just wanna beat Aggie on this category first though. Idle skip. Yeah, well, too bad it doesn't seem to always like work. I don't really think it saved any time there. Which I have no idea why that like happens. Like sometimes when you get hit, you get staggered for so long that you can't open the menu. Like in time that would, or like any faster than normal, is what I mean. So it ends up just being, you know, it might as well have not happened. But sometimes I think it might be when you like sit down. If he hits you like right as you're sitting down, it's not good. I think that's kind of what happened. If it's like mid animation or like in the later part of the animation, it's really good. Then you can like open the menu almost instantly. Maybe you should do some air swimming in your run. That would save some time, right? To another board? No, just do it to the same board. Bonnet will accept it. Absolutely no worries there, mate. It's valid. Trust me. No one's gonna double check. If you didn't hate air swim so much. Well, it's mostly that he might just miss it, you know? Just put a little bit in, like a minute. A minute of air swimming. He won't notice that. I guess if you were doing like Immortal Severance and, you know, air swam all the way to Fountainhead at the beginning of the run, maybe that perhaps wouldn't make it, but just a little cheeky, you know, air swimming up to Ishin. That would totally work. You actually don't have fun with air swim? Well... guess it's like personal preference. I like it, but I also like running through areas. But you can't really have both. You have to pick which one you want. And for me it's an easy pick. Air swimming, because it takes less time. What? Oh my god. Look away, Volker. My god. I got shit RNG. That's what happened. He aggroed earlier than... Now I chased him around for like fucking a minute in the arena. What? Oh my god. That's fucking horrible. At least I'm not dead, but... Not very pokers. Yeah, plus 1 minute. It's okay, there is like fucking... There is a lot of time save, let's just say it like that. There's like 20 seconds on this split, if not more. And then I have some blank splits as well, because I changed around the order of some of the things. Let's get the jump. Oh! No! Oh my god, I got the jump. Fucking hell. I got the first... the one where you don't have to wall jump. That shit's difficult. Hello. My god. Fucking hell. What? Wait, why can't I go down here? Oh my god. Very nice. Very nice. Thank you for the good luck, Grayson. What's up? I've almost finished up the route without prosthetics. But, you know, it's looking slower and slower every time I... Oh wait, I need to skip this one. Every time I look at stuff because we need to pick up more money and more shit. Getting like 2,400 gold now in that category. This one only getting like 1,700. On that route, I should say. Got some stuff on the playlist for me. Poggers. Still adding songs. Nice. Ugh. The emblem price fucks you. Yeah. I was actually thinking of maybe doing Genichiro first. But it doesn't really work. Because you don't have skills and you don't have confetti. So it's super slow. But I think it can still be faster. It's just it's not a lot faster. But I think it's still a good idea to make the route because, or to route it out and try it out, because it's very hard to say right now if it's worse.
あとと
何どうした
I think with time it will perhaps become better. And also I looked at changing double ape around, and it's definitely better to do double ape first. I say as he fucks me. No way. That looked perfect. Fucking hell. Still haven't slept. I've been sleeping so oddly as well. Been sleeping like a few hours at a time and then being awake and being like a little bit tired. I'm not tired right now even though I haven't slept. Yeah, exactly. Welcome to the club. Meh. Gonna be like -4 here. Or +4 minutes. Yeah, the phase 1 death blow is rough. Phase 3 is so fast now. With the headless ape before. But one thing about that is that, you know, have emblems in surplus. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Okay, I guess I'll fucking die. Cool. And this game is fucking annoying. Holy shit. While making the playlist, you remember the band you forgot to check out. You're listening to them and they're fucking insane. Hoggers? Lightning. I think this is gonna gold anyway. Because of the extra attack power. Guitar tone is so disgustingly good. Alright, alright. I'm really bad at phase 1. Yeah, the stank phase. Yeah. I fully get what you mean. Dude! Where are these dragons? That's one of them. Okay, the second... Was that only one? I thought that might have been 2 left. Yeah. Okay, no sweep. Ah. Fucking hell, am I gonna miss? It's all the way at the other end. He dies, right? Yeah. A late spawn. I'm so bad at wall drawing the triple slam. I think this is about the same dragon I got in PB, like this entire split. Even with like the death and the bad face one. What the fuck? What the man. What the fuck, dude? There's no... Dude. What the... What the fuck, man? What? What? How? How is that a thing? What? Yeah, please clip that. What the fuck? That's fucked. That's absolutely fucking fucked. My god. How does shit like that happen? Like... That's okay, I'll clip it after the fact. When this fucker here takes down the tower. Wow. My tower? Okay, it's still intact. Holy shit, dude. Oh. I thought you would do the overhead slam after that one. Hey! Fast fall. Where am I going now? I legit forgot. Oh, here. Oh, I'm only 4 minutes behind. As I predicted. Yeah, it's I should be able to gold this by quite a lot. Because I changed the splits around to do apes first. Double ape. Go! This run is actually cursed. Press the swimmer button, yeah. Grayson, are you ready? Are you ready for this? You know, I have the Arco out. You know what's gonna happen to this phase 2? Oh my god, what is she doing? $2K hours, never used it.
やるじゃないか、せがれ殿。
My god, this happens way too often.
楽しんでおくれ、せがれ殿。
Somehow it works. Somehow it works.
腕を上げたね、狼。
I have no idea what happened. Done with the playlist Giga Chat? Nice. What the? Wait, what? What? How? How did I gold this by a minute? What the fuck? What's going on?
話が違うではないか。お主、何故生きておる？
No, that's just from the route change. I usually upgrade attack power on that split. In Dilapidated Temple. Oh my fucking god, which I obviously don't need to do anymore. Because I'm doing them on the Headless Ape split. I'll be... Oh, this is actually gonna be rough. Because I'm gonna have less emblems. Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna have one less model draw. Yeah, well, I didn't jump over him. I fucked up the jump. You can send it in private message either on Discord or... I guess Discord is better, Volgar. Yeah, I do have Spotify. This might be a bit rough. Okay, that was actually quite painless. One thing is though that I used a little bit too many emblems. Well, yeah. Well, you see, usually I rest last, so I have 19 instead of 17 there. And in which case I would have had enough for this fight. I would have been on 18 instead of 16. What? Oh yeah, I should still go for the Moldros. Oh yeah, give me more of those, man. That's actually not too bad. With a fucking death and... no empowered MDs on the second phase. It's okay. I got the... Hello? Where am I going? My brain. Okay, let's just not die on the final boss. Your neighbor is blasting music so loud. Is it at least metal? Probably not. Oh, I forgot to hit him once. No, 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 no. That was way... I should have done that earlier if I wanted to hit him there. Wow, I'm kind of rusty. Oh, that's too early. Oh! Oh my god, dude. No! Oh, Yash ran out. Man. I accidentally parried instead of Mikiri, the last part of it. I love that combo. Like, it feels so good to parry it. What happens if you don't finish him of there? When he'll stay there permanently, right? Wait, will he stay there if you leave the arena? I'm actually not 100% sure about that, but he will at least stay there when you're... Stay like that when you're in the thing. So I'm actually gonna do this. And keep this as new splits. Because I will actually be able to time myself on the 4 splits that I don't have things on. I just need to... Wait, is my PB command working? Ah, yes, it does work. Nice. Still faster than you've done in all mems. Yo, this is... It's insane that Seki is only 7 seconds slower fucking fighting the fucking cock and ball torture demon and all the other shit. Like, you could get this time glitchless. And the goal for this category with the new route is to have a time that's 10 minutes lower than this time. That should like be the goal. Sub 47 should be the goal for all mems. Obviously need to break 48 barrier first, but... Okay, now we have some cozy splits. Should I manually do the Genichiro one? Yeah, I'll do that. I need to... Oh well, I'm probably gonna PB like very easily with these splits. I just need to clip that one thing. Oh well, actually fuck that. I'm gonna do it after. I wanna do another run. Okay. Yep. Very nice. You're gonna try to sleep. Thank you for the good luck, and good luck with your sleeping. Good night, sir. What? Why is he turning? Did I not do the movement correct? Probably not. Huh? Imagine sleeping. Yeah. Imagine sleeping. Gotta get the... Okay. Gotta get the swag jump. Can't continue without the swag jump. Gotta reset then. If you don't get the swag jump. Swaggers. Nah, no swag jump. This is a 147. Somehow. Check your D. Check my DMs. Sure. Noble home based. Based noble. Okay, okay. This run is pretty cool. You're getting very sleepy. Going to die? Oh no. Don't die, man. That would not be very good. Green, let's go. Yeah. Minus 16. 11 only. Oh. Oh wait. I forget. That was after this next split, right? Man, running against these splits are a joke. Like, we're gonna be a minute ahead, like, after Snake Eyes, probably. Almost looks like running against balance splits. I've never done that before, only by accident. So, sure. Does it prove self-esteem, not gonna lie? Yeah. I guess it can really help if you got like a really good early game in PB. Running against that can be a little bit toxic sometimes. Especially like Ogre Skip or Canyon Skip or something like that. Yeah, Snake Eyes was pretty good. I'm still killing the gunner though, so it can be faster. just I hate fighting while the gunner is still active. It never works out for me. And I get so fucking angry. Ogre skip on console is so shit. Ogre skip on console should be easier. Or not should be, but is easier. But I don't know, 60 or 30 FPS might be... It might just be like harder to play the game. Even though that technically you have twice as much time for some of this shit. Feels pretty hard. Yeah, well, it is a hard skip, just because it's slightly easier on 30 FPS. That doesn't make it easy. It's still extremely difficult. And I'd say for like the purpose of just like learning it and getting it a few times, 60 FPS and 30 FPS is... There isn't much of a difference. But when it comes to doing actual runs, then 30 FPS is much better. Try it the way I do, and from the steps, both are terrible. Yeah. I think the one from steps is probably easier on 30 FPS console. Because I've been able to get a delayed jump off there on 60 FPS with a better frequency than getting the delayed jump off of the spot we use on PC for 60 FPS. But obviously you can't make it on PC. You can only get a scuffed delay jump, but it's still frame perfect. Thor 30 FPS bowl. It's probably pretty bad, but at the same time, you know, even though that it might like stutter a lot, you have more time to react. Or I guess I should say you have more time to input, not to react, because you have less time to react, but you have more time to input. Tourist bull. Because he loves to run around. Alright, alright. Like he's sightseeing on the arena. Yeah, yeah. Dude, they must have like given that bull so much like fucking sugar water or some shit. Like why does he act like that? Like if I was pumped up on some soda, I would probably be like him, bull on 30 FPS. going all over the place. This night's runs, there was one fight. Where he left his cart and ran towards the door to Ashina Castle. Wow. Sounds pretty funny. Fucking hell. All my time save gone. Ah! Ah! Dude. What the fuck? No! What the fuck? Man. Is this real? Okay, let's just pretend like nothing ever happened, okay? That would probably be best. Wow. Oh my god, that was kind of scary. Fuck, how did that not work? Oh my god. Wow. Fucking rip. Man. This fucking guy is so funny. He has ruined 2 runs today. And I've done 3. Like what? It's not funny. He's just a jerk. Thank you, Panic. And I wanted to say good morning, but it's not quite morning anymore. You're ready to go to bed. Yeah. Same, honestly. So tired after being up till 2 AM. Yeah, well. You could have probably figured, but I've been awake since then. I had to watch Mitch stream. He he tested some Jimmy skip on stream. There's a VOD in case you're interested. It's pretty good shit. He didn't really find anything. He tested something with all the foring to try. When I say tested, he attempted it once. He didn't actually do the disc jump. He just no-clipped up on top of the roof, but he did the entire part after that. And then the part after that goes into lone shadow skip, and after that he went out and got an idol, and then as soon as he got the idol, he alt F4'd. And so he tested whether that would like work. He didn't test just getting the idol and going back, but apparently that isn't possible. It is not possible to get back if you get like the idol in a bottomless hole by the Siegman warrior. Is there a new ape strat? Well, which ape? Guardian ape or double ape? Probably guardian ape. If it's for second phase, then I guess there sort of is. It's what ADC's been doing and what Rakio's been doing. But like getting headshots. It's probably that. I don't think Sekiro's really been doing it. Seki also does that. Well, so there are two headshot ones. There is one that's when he goes for the scream, but there's also one when he goes for the slam and you kind of jump to the side to get it. That might be the one. But he's also testing around with buffs at the moment. Like with Akos and Yash. Like where it's most efficient to use them. It might be that he's looking at. Watching Sutimo clip. I don't know if Sutemo does anything that Seki doesn't, like in terms of Guardian Ape. I think they do the same. Obviously I'm wrong though, because there has to be something new. Seki tends to be a bit skeptical of new strats. Yeah, well, that's usually not in his style though, to like look at other runners. To if it's going completely wrong, then yeah, he'll look at other runners, but mostly if he's just, you know, getting a bit rusty at something, he'll practice it himself. Do ogre skip and not double? Oh, sorry, canyon? Well, one you can retry, the other one you cannot retry. There is the answer. And one saves a lot of time and the other saves 7 seconds. And you can't do this route without ogre skip, because you'll be short some money. Because we need the divine grass to sell. So it's pretty much mandatory for this route. Canyons game is so easy though. Okay, okay. Okay. It's just in terms of risk reward, it's super bad. Yeah, do the... Yeah. For me, the first part of Double Canyon is easier than the second part. I legit never get the second one. I'd rather like look at the strats on a risk versus reward basis, and on that basis, like some of this shit is looking quite shaky. But I guess you could say the same for like this strat. The difference is that this is like actually more consistent than putting him in the corner. He would just reject the run out of spite if you did that. Fucking hell. Maybe. Dude, fucking... Man... I clicked outside the game! Oh, dude. Why does this happen? Oh... Man... That's another thing I hate with this route. If you die, you can't continue because you lose too much XP and too much gold. Good windowing game. Yeah. This is full screen as well. Like, what? How am I... How's that ever... Wait, is it not... Why... Is it not in here? Why is full screen then? Here. Why is there one called display and there's no display options? That's a bit weird. Set whether rendering is simplified when performance drops. Huh, I've never taken notice of the setting. Is that like dynamic resolution? Must be. It's actually full screen, yeah. And that happens so fucking often when doing dead angles. Alright, thank you for the good luck, Panic. Enjoy your gaming. Dead angle on mouse sounds weird to you. Yeah, it's a bit odd. I mean, at least the way I do it, because I hold W and then move the camera with the mouse how I want my character to face. I think on the stick or the controller, you move the character instead of the camera with the stick. But you can't really, or you could do that on mouse and keyboard, but it's a bit limited how accurate your movement can be. I prefer using W and moving the mouse, because that will automatically orient you the way the camera's facing if you hold W. And it works for everything pretty much. It's a bit annoying actually for the Genichiro, like the one I died with on phase 3. It's a bit shit for that. Hand shakes too much and mouse is never still. Drop your sensitivity. Most people play with way too high sensitivity. But the Rapoto meme where he shouldn't fall, but he still go. Oh yeah. I remember seeing that, you know, when doing a randomizer and facing him in different arenas. And when you face him in the bull arena, he goes straight through the floor. Pretty funny. It's almost noon and you didn't get any sleep. Can feel the superpowers awakening. Yeah. Something. Bloodborne. Don't go to sleep so you can't wake up. Something. There is some good joke or reference to be made there. Maybe you can figure one out. Bloodborne is the trigger word. In which way? In a good way or a bad way? Yes. Okay. I see. That kind of relationship, like the love-hate relationship, is basically what all speedrunners have with the game they're speedrunning. I had no idea where I was just then. Because, you know, it's a cool game, but fucking hell, if Gascoigne not following you up the stairs is annoying. Want to get sub 35, then back to Bloodborne. Poggers, Bloodborne. I still need to beat the game. I fucked that up. You haven't done runs with the pizza cannon? My god, Volgar, what are you doing? Pizza cannon route is the best. Running fun stuff. Yeah. We speedrunners only speedrun painful shit. It's just gun spam, dude. Boring as heck. It's funny though. It's fucking funny. Sekiro is painful as fuck, but I still have fun. Pizza cannon is just boring. Dude. But you have to love fucking Gearman getting stun locked and never getting off his butt. It's funny, but it gets old. Well, not if you're the viewer. To be honest, the saw cleaver for me has already gotten old. Because I have no idea what's going on. Like, I never understand the transform attacks. Every fight is the same. You don't need true skill anymore. You had... Yeah, I guess now it's, you know, just get in a position where you don't get like insta stunned by the boss. And then the rest is just spamming the cannon. But it also means there's less RNG. Ah.
お前ちょっとこれを手に勝ちこそお前
Don't know about that. There's some really scuffed fights. Yeah, well, you can see that people have already been getting some insane all boss runs. Mario, you literally have to tank through hits. Yeah, well, it's like an all or nothing strat, right? So it makes sense that initially there's like a spike of randomness, and then for the rest of the fight it's pretty smooth sailing. And even though it's an all or nothing strat, it's not a particularly good way to describe it, because it is just faster and more consistent. Well, more consistent, that probably comes down to boss by boss basis. Because like something like ROM looked like 100% consistent to me with the cannon. And with the saw cleaver, I feel like you might be able to like quite easily miss the charge attack that you do to get to stop his like teleport. Or maybe that's just like the 30 FPS making it look like... It always looks like it's gonna miss to me. It's pretty weird. Yeah. Cannon glitch. Cleaver's based. That's some convincing evidence. Convincing arguments, I mean. Rest your case. Very based. To be honest, I never really liked the main categories of Bloodborne, like the speedrun categories. I don't really like any of them. Like any percent is absolute dog shit. Any percent glitchless is like, is it even glitchless? Any percent current patch is probably like at least from a viewer standpoint, I don't really like any of the categories. Maybe all bosses glitchless is the most enjoyable to watch. Well, it has like slope quit outs. Right? I don't know what you referred them to them as in Bloodborne. But like you have quit outs to prevent damage. Although that's not a glitch. No? Is there not one in Forbidden Woods? Where you're like, I don't know, falling down and then you quit out to prevent fall damage? Can quit out because it's sort of an intended mechanic. Yeah, well, it's true that it's an intended mechanic. That doesn't really change the fact that that I don't like watching it that much. Or it's not that I don't like watching it, it's just that I can't find a category that I really like watching. Bloodborne quit outs are really obtrusive to the viewer experience. Like usually when I'm watching a Bloodborne stream, for example a Haiti or Yatho doing runs, you know, I'm only watching the actual run like 50% of the time, because when they're stuck in early game, they're loading so much. It's the only game that's truly glitchless because nothing is allowed. Okay. Wait, did I get the idol? I'm actually not sure. Fuck. Pick up animation cancelled allowed. Yeah. It's just that from a viewer perspective, there is a lot of stuff going on that doesn't seem like it would belong in something called glitchless. I have the same complaint about True Monk Deathblow in this game, even though it's not a glitch. It's just when you have a category that's called like glitchless or like is pretending to be like more of an intended playthrough, I don't like it. Like to me there should be a category for the extremes, like one that has literally everything permitted and one that has literally nothing permitted. Don't see what I mean? Well, basically I don't like watching Bloodborne runs that use quit outs. That's not to say that those categories are bad. It's just I don't really want to watch them. And I know like the community has already like done a lot to prevent quit outs, but like I'd want like maybe... Actually, no, I'd want 0 quit outs. Like in that game. For me, it just make... Wait, I didn't... Have I just not been splitting? And did I skip the dialogue section as well? What am I even doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. What am I doing? Why am I here? I forgot to kill Genichiro. Nice one. Oh my god. Shaking my head. I kind of feel like sleeping. Terms of quit, I would say that any DS3 run is the worst. Well, I'm not so concerned about the amount of quit outs. It's more the fact that in Bloodborne, whenever there's a quit out, I have no idea what's going on. It's really hard to keep track of what's going on in Bloodborne for me. I completely understand Dark Souls 3 as well, and I think Dark Souls 3 is the worst speed game of the FromSoft games. Maybe Demon Souls is worse, but I mean, I don't follow Dark Souls 3 running at all. I guess all bosses is cool, but all the other runs are not interesting to me. I mean, okay, not interesting. They are interesting, but they're not very appealing to watch. It's a lot of certain that if you see a quit out in Bloodborne glitches, it's to relocate enemies. Right. I just still hate that, you know, if you do a quit out in that game, it's like 30 seconds. And by the time that you quit, that you get back into the game, I can't exactly remember the position that was quit out in. Because you can move while being in the menu. And so after you have done the quit out, you're not in the same spot as when I last saw like the full unblocked like screen that wasn't blocked by menus. Did you ever? Yeah, I've played the game. I haven't beaten it because I'm stuck on Lawrence. And I'm not sure if you can beat the final boss and still go back and do DLC. So I haven't beaten Gearman yet. Because I still wanted to do the DLC stuff. I just haven't gotten around to finishing it. It's so long since I started it, and it's been ongoing for... You can't just like DS1. Yeah. That's how I remembered it as well, but I got a bit confused about that because in Dark Souls 2, which is developed alongside Bloodborne, you can go back and do stuff, but that might be Scholar only, actually. I don't know though. Yeah, different teams. I still feel like, it's still confusing, you know, because you know, the first game doesn't have it, the second game has it, the third game doesn't have it, the fourth game has it, and yeah. In order of release, obviously. But wait, I need to recheck the dates. Maybe wait, when was Dark Souls 2 release date? It's 2014, right? Yeah. 2014, and then Bloodborne is 15. Oh wow, almost a year apart. Like exactly. Wow, they really like releasing stuff in March, huh? Wait, both Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Sekiro have been released in March. And now Elden Ring is gonna release in February. Huh. Interesting. Bloodborne and these two were being developed around the same time, but by different teams. PvP having more of the original team, so it's closer to DS1. Yeah. All in March, yeah. Elden Ring breaking the cycle. Yeah. I mean, at that point, just, you know, just push it another month. I honestly don't have anything against it. These two is almost a spin-off. It's so hecking different. Well, Bloodborne is also a spin-off, and Sekiro is also a spin-off. Don't push it, for fuck's sake, you want to play the game. Yeah, well, I don't want the game to be fucked. Something that's weird, right? So, Dark Souls 1, you know, that had an engine that was built upon the Demon Souls engine. Dark Souls 2, I'm not sure if that's the same engine, but let's ignore that. Then Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne is the same engine, right? Then Sekiro is an updated version of that engine. Between Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro, they removed a lot of shit that had to do with cancelling animations when you were pivoting, such as Estus cancelling. But Estus cancelling is back in Elden Ring, so I'm really confused about how they are like developing their engines, because it seems like a step back to more like a Dark Souls 3 engine than a Sekiro engine, and Sekiro engine is obviously superior. Think it's a different engine. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised either. It also has at least the original Dark Souls 2 had like a an animation like a dynamic animation framework kind of thing that is not present in any of the other games and probably took a lot of time to develop, even though it's kind of scuffed. It's the thing where if your character isn't like exactly lined up with something, the limbs will kind of stretch or move to make the animation look better. It doesn't really work that well. It's a bit buggy, but it's still like a feature that I'm pretty sure like took a lot of effort to make. And the fact that I haven't revived that is perhaps a yeah, it would make sense why it would be a completely different engine. That's the thing, I think it doesn't need different engine. Well, it could be an animation thing, because they have taken the Estes animation and not the Gourd animation. Estes cancel on Dark Souls 3. Yeah. Well, it's still weird, because the game, having played the network test, the engine feels more like Dark Souls 3 than Sekiro, and I say that because of input lag and how the character moves. It's still slightly jank compared to Sekiro, which has like no jank. Which is, I'm a bit concerned that the engine is gonna be like a side grade to Sekiro and not better than both Dark Souls 3 and Sekiro. They're both the same. Well, no input delays better on Sekiro than Dark Souls 3 engine. And also, well, I say input delay, input buffering. On Dark Souls 3, on keyboard and mouse, if you press the side, like a movement key and shift at the same time, they cancel each other out. But if you do it on the Sekiro engine, it does it how you would think, is it dashes to that direction. And also in Dark Souls 3, if you double click with the mouse, it'll attack 2 times instead of 1. And in Sekiro, you need to actually wait to click again for it to register as another hit. Sekiro is supposed to be faster and shit, and since Elden Ring is supposed to be closer to DS3, they probably made it slower on purpose. Yeah, well, I don't think it's really gonna impact any of the stuff that I'm talking about, like with the Estes and the pivoting. Those are like the main 2 things. Sekiro has better pivoting than the other games. It's just less broken, it's more responsive, it's actually usable on keyboard. And it can't cancel animations, which is kind of a shame, but I mean, if they're gonna patch it out, then at least like remove it from all the games. Messed around with engines before, and the stuff you're mentioning can probably be done in the same engine. Depends on how the well, I don't know, because isn't the engine what is processing the inputs? Because how the game processes the inputs is quite like critical to why Sekiro is such a good engine. Or has such a good engine? No? That's not the engine. It's hard to explain. Right. It's just... You know, when you look at all the games, you can say that Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2 have the worst, like, responsiveness, but they're also the slowest games. But then you move to Dark Souls 3, and the game is faster, but it's also more responsive. And then you move to Sekiro, and it's even faster, but some of the things are still the same. But some of the things that are the same are more responsive, such as turning around, like pivoting the character. The engine is the skeleton of the game. What you're mentioning is more like muscle. Right. You can you though? Isn't... Well, surely an engine can have bottlenecks, and in every case ever you would want the least amount of input delay and a buffering system that isn't like completely broken. I don't know if you can really use or convince me with an example, because I kind of know what you mean, but at the same time, why would anyone choose a creative direction to have input delay? Unreal Engine 4 is one of the most used engines out there, and there's a lot of different games in different genres. Yeah, but it's still the same engine. It's creative choice. Yeah, well, I don't think it's a creative choice to have like input delay and shit. Like, I could boot up DS3 right now with input viewer and show you some of the things that don't work on that, but work on Sekiro. And I can also go into like PTDE with DSFix and show it working better than in like some of the other cases. Helps to emulate stuff. What do you mean? Weight of weapons. Yeah, well, the thing is that it's... Yeah, I know what you mean, but it still doesn't make sense why... Okay, let me actually show you what is wrong with keyboard. Okay. In Dark Souls 3. And in all the other ones as well. You see, when I'm doing that, the game, like when I'm pressing both at the same time, the game sees that I want to dash a certain way and then does that. And okay, doing this, we can pivot faster than Dark Souls 3. So I understand that. I understand the fact that you could pivot easier, but then the thing I was talking about is that in Dark Souls 3 you can use pivoting to cancel animations. You can't in this game, but you can in Elden Ring again. So, or at least in the network test, which doesn't really make sense to me that they would, you know, keep it in when it's obviously broken. But I do understand that, like, when they're adding weight to it, they're gonna reduce responsiveness, right? And I'm okay with having like bad responsiveness in, like, for example, Dark Souls 1. I like Dark Souls 1, but there's stuff that's just plain broken in the sense that it just doesn't work properly when multiple like inputs are put in at the same time. I'm firing up. What the fuck? Dark Souls 3 just crashed. Say that is not a creative choice, it's more a consequence. Right. I understand that, but I mean, I guess it's down to implementation to a certain degree, but is my game gonna crash again? Okay, no, it's not. They want to make your character heavier, so they add a bit of delay. Yeah, I understand. I do understand that. See, the pivoting here is slower, right? We can see because we actually need to move like a considerable amount when I'm like spamming it like this, and we don't fully turn even. So I understand that. But wait, oh, I don't have an input viewer for this shit. Input overlay. Okay. So something that goes wrong with this game is pressing them at the same time. You see, if I tap them like this, he does that. If I hold them for like a little bit, right, at the same time, he just does this. You can emulate the behavior of Sekiro by first pressing that and then pressing movement key. Like shift and then movement key. Yeah, like that. Like slightly before. Like, I don't know, that's maybe like a frame or two before. And that way you can have the Sekiro behavior. You just have to do the inputs differently. The backstep, no. Forget that this game has backsteps and the other one doesn't. It's the way that... So, we can emulate the behavior of Sekiro dodging by first pressing shift and then doing the movement key. But if we press them at the same time, it doesn't do the behavior that is like the fast movement. And if you do this, see? He's not even... He's not even going anywhere. I'm not getting a single dash here. See how consistent this is? This is broken. And another thing, let me just triple click. So I'm gonna triple click real fucking fast. 1, 2, 3. Okay, he actually only hit once there, but before I did 3 clicks and he attacked twice. 1, 2, 3. The delay they add causes some weird shit. Yeah, that's the thing. The jank that they add to the game to kind of make the animations have more weight to them. It can be bypassed because of some of the mechanics. For example, doing this, like rolling before doing the movement input, where normally you would have to go like this, go to the side a little bit before you can do it. Create a weird queue of animations and cancel stuff. Yeah. Okay, wait, let me... I assume you're aware of Estes canceling. Like, that's the thing that's, like, the weirdest to me, that they haven't removed it. Because it's clear that it's, like, a flaw with the... I don't even know what to refer to as anymore. Easy. Why am I... struggling? This is still an Elden Ring. There's this cancelling. And there's some really broken shit you can do if you can do frame perfect inputs. You can like cancel one weapon, equip another weapon, and then hit with it like a frame after the other weapon has hit. Think about kind of stuff in particular. The PvP community likes that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, you see, they intentionally, or maybe it wasn't intentional, that Estes cancelling was removed in Sekiro, but you know, it was removed in Sekiro only to be added back into Elden Ring, right? They keep it because of them. I don't think they do that. I think they don't give a shit really about like PvP community, no hit community, all of these, like, you know, speedrun community. I think they generally, you know, just do whatever. Like, they make their game and whatever comes out of it, like, in terms of those communities, they'll embrace it, and then for the next project, they'll start from scratch. Well, yeah, I know they're large communities, and I mean, the speedrun community is large, but they don't give a fuck about the speedrun community, and I'm fine with that. Some patches are made to balance PvP, where balance weapons on PvP. Yeah, well, balancing weapons for PvP is different from having like tech for PvP, because most of the PvP community probably does not do crazy like animation cancels. I think most PvPers are like quite casual PvPers, and I think the like hardcore PvP like community is like less than 2,000 people, like same sort of size that the Sekiro speedrun or the speedrun community is. I don't think the hardcore community is that large. It's definitely not large enough to have any impact on creative decisions that FromSoft takes, and that should be pretty evident. Sekiro doesn't have PvP and Elden Ring does. What I was going to say, they moved in Sekiro and bring it back for Elden Ring. Well, that's probably because of the wait animation thing, right? Because you turn instantly in Sekiro, so there's no way to do like any sort of pivoting animation cancels. But with the what do we call it? With Elden Ring, they should have addressed the issues. Well, Volgar, I don't think it's valid to say that there is an audience for that. I think it's as valid to say that there is an audience for uploading pictures of shit. Like, the percentage of people who are actually interested in it is so low that it's detrimental to the overall project to at all consider them. And that's not to say anything about the PvP community, because I'm a part of, you know, a small community as well, the speedrun community. But if they wanted to boost our like enjoyment of the game, or like our like how our whole ecosystem works with timers and shit, if they wanted to do that, it would be at the cost of something else. If that's time, or if it's the game being more complex or something, and it just wouldn't work out, because it would be useless for 99.9999% of players. Because, okay, let's say Bloodborne, right? It's like 3 million players or something. And how many speedrunners do you have? Let's see here. Bloodborne. You have 213 speedrunners for Bloodborne. And you have 3 million players. That's 1 in 100,000, right? Less than that. Oh wait, no, that's not 10,000. 1 in 10,000. Right? Yeah, 1 in 10,000. Pull a Uno reverse card. What if we, the ones that feel that it's just jankiness and useless stuff, are actually the minority? Well, the thing is that it's not so much a question of which features are better, it's more of what makes sense. Because if they're going from Dark Souls 3 engine and let's say they save a let's make like an example that's like really down to earth, which is perhaps how it's done, but it's more advanced what they do. Let's say you have the Dark Souls 3 engine. They saved a copy of it, okay? And then they also have like a copy that they keep working on, but they still have the original copy, right? Then they work on the new one and they add all the things for Sekiro. Okay. So now they have a Dark Souls 3 engine and a Sekiro engine, and they probably also have some other like in-between save files. Okay, so now they need to work on the Elden Ring one. Do you pick the one that's all the way back for Dark Souls 3 and work on that one from scratch? Or do you go to one of the checkpoints that you made in your progress towards Sekiro and kind of pick out things from those and put it into the Elden Ring? I would think that's more realistic than going all the way back to Dark Souls 3 engine and basically just copy pasting that, because that's what, like, the network test Elden Ring was a downgrade to the Dark Souls 3 engine because of input delay, or I say engine, but implementation with the engine. I'd pick the one that makes more sense to what they're going for. Yeah, well, obviously they can't. If they just had what Dark Souls 3 is built upon, they can't do Elden Ring, right? Because if they could have done Elden Ring on the previous one, they would have done like Dark Souls 3, how Elden Ring is going to be. Or at least like corrected for how much time they've been working on it for. Right? I mean, the new engine has to be better in some way. It has to be better. Or if not the engine, then the specifics of how the engine is utilized, right? I shouldn't say the engine, I should say the systems. Like the stack, I guess you could call it, for the inputs that are made. And the animation queue, those things should be made better than the previous one. But it's not in the network test. It's a downgrade because of the input delay. Everything else was the same, but then you had the clear input latency. And then actually the one thing that was improved was the frame spacing and sort of like the how the frame rate like looks visually. There's a more consistent amount of time in between each frame. And that is a concrete upgrade. System is better, yeah, definitely. I just say engine because that's what people usually say, right? Maybe better is a question of opinion in this case. You're the first person I ever saw that mentioned saying that it's worst. Worse. Not worst, because it's obviously better than all the other engines, like all the older ones or the older systems, you know, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne. Although Bloodborne is pretty fucking good. We just can't really. But Bloodborne is perfect actually, because you can't really, because it's, you know, 30 FPS and only controller, we can't really like fuck with the systems that much. Okay, I meant worse. Because it's like, it's slightly worse because of one aspect, right? The input latency. Which, if it's a copy paste, right, of moves, of animations, move sets, animation queue, input buffering, all of these things, if it's a copy paste of Dark Souls 3, then it should be at least the same, right? But that's why I'm thinking that because it's unpolished in its state now, having like the extra month until March would be great for them to iron it out, because it's gonna be buggy on release. That's for sure. Can wear a top hat in Bloodborne, of course, it's perfect. Yeah. It's gonna have some weird shit on release, that's for sure. It's a network test issue. Yeah, that's true, and that's why I'm hoping that the sort of like I'm gonna call it engine again, right? The engine that we saw in the network test. I hope that wasn't the most recent version of the engine that they had, and by engine I mean the systems, like the animations and the input queue, buffering queue, animation queue, all of this stuff. If that's, I hope that was like a safe version of it, one that's like working and sort of like not a beta, but like the first stable release, right? And then you have like the current version that they're working on, that's like the intended one, how the game is intended to be, and that's not the one that's in the network test. That's how I'm hoping it is. Because if it's not like that, then holy fuck. If they can pull that off in like the 2 months, along with also having to do the rest of the game content. Because if that's not the case, then the engine is gonna, or like the overall engine is just gonna suck. Wonder if it's just lag. Well, I played it on stock PS4 with hard drive, and at 30 FPS it ran beautifully. I didn't get a single stutter, and it looked amazing. And the physics with, yeah, with foliage and stuff worked beautifully. It looked amazing. There was just a bit of input lag. And by a bit, I mean enough that it was noticeable and that it was a discernible downgrade from Dark Souls 3. Did I pre-order it? Yeah. Use you as a guinea pig. I'm just hoping that, I mean, it's copium and not copium at the same time, to say that I want like a game that doesn't have like a lot of bugs. It's not good, I'd say, for you to watch me play if you're that worried. That's not good. Well, okay, I'd send you some clips with input mapper. What do you mean? Now that you have a capture card, you can use input mapper. I don't understand, sorry. What you're saying is too complex. Also, I should go to unlisted category, because I'm not playing the game. Send some clips of fighting with input mapper, and maybe you could see if the input thing is still happening. Do you have access to the network test still? Is that what you mean? Or do you mean of Bloodborne or Dark Souls or Sekiro? Didn't send you a key? Gotcha. Oh yeah, right, because... Well... But they still ask you to review it. Fucking hell, man. FromSoft greedy company. Not really, but... Had a weird thing going on. They sent review email to people that didn't got the key. Right. Oh, right. I played the network test and I never like sent any feedback. I don't think I got like any email where they asked for feedback. I found like one bug, which I'm obviously not gonna report because got fucking pissed, man. They were messing with you. Damn. Have you seen the gameplay? Oh shit, Panada. Ha! Panet, what's the time? What's the time he got? Also, Volga, this fucking... This is weird, man. Because I never got, like, a survey email. Oh, Jesus. 14? Damn. Holy hell. Where the fuck does 22 seconds come from? Like what? His SOB went from... Man. Dude, Seki seems to, like, often have, like, a new set of splits. Okay, he's the lucky guy in the world, the Divine Dragon. Yeah, he's doing Akko, right? And so with Akko, he has to get, like, really good RNG to not lose a shitload of time. Not sure, waiting for him to submit and you'll watch. Yeah, I was on his stream yesterday and he was doing Akko. Ask the mod here. I don't even know if there's a way to like use cheat engine. He gold the dragon. Understandable. And sword sane by 7 seconds. Yeah, well, it doesn't really seem like his splits were like that, like up to date. He might have updated them after he changed around his Akos and Yash and such. Use cheat engine to manipulate RNG. No, but you can use debug menu to do that. It wasn't? Well, didn't you say his sum of best? Your sum of best is better than his, right? That must mean that his splits are not up to date, in the sense that he hasn't been playing the game with the most recent time saves, or he hasn't been grinding with the most recent time saves. One second. It's annoying because double canyon is such a breakpoint. Yeah. I mean, Bonnet, maybe, I know this is hard to say, but it's like comparing to Seki, it's literally impossible. Guy has 5,000 hours or some shit. So it's like, what can you even do? Have to play the game for like 3 years straight to catch up with him? Landed more than you and ADC combined. Yeah. I mean, he has a head start on all of us of like years. Feel double canyon is making you miserable, you'll drop Sekiro. Right. I mean, you could also run categories where you don't have to do double canyon. There are plenty of categories where world record is possible without double canyon. But it's obviously, it's mostly unrestricted categories. Tired of this cunt game? Yeah, fair enough. Gotta do some, what, DS3? Just run all memories. Yeah. All memories V unrestricted is possible without, or it's you don't, no one in all memories, the only person in all memories unrestricted that goes for double canyon is Grayson, and Grayson hasn't submitted a run yet, and he hasn't gotten below his glitchless PB yet in this. And he's the only one that does double canyon. There's Rondi is one. When I feel there's nothing else for me to do, I'll do a Shura and IS Glacier Skies and dip. That's my last contribution for Sekiro. I don't know. Are you just gonna like completely quit because you don't really need to do that? In most cases, I think it would be more beneficial to yourself to like do both games. Like do like 90% Dark Souls 3 and then like 10% Sekiro. Because you'll still get better if you just put a little time into Sekiro. But I mean, if you want to quit the game completely, that's fine too. But that's the thing with practicing games, right? The more time you spend, the less efficient the time spent, or the less efficient it becomes. You know, at a certain point, spending more than X amount of time, it gets progressively, you know, worse. And after like 30 minutes, you start dropping off in efficiency. And like, I think the biggest, like the most like efficient amount of time to spend on anything is like 90 an hour to 90 minutes. I'll still think about it. Sekiro really makes you frustrated because you want to try world record and cannot compete with guys like Sekiro and Sutema. Yeah. Well, that's the thing, you're so close, but the only thing that'll like, I don't think even if you grind, I don't think grinding is gonna get you there, Poned. Like, unless you get like a god run. Like, because they're gonna grind as well, right? And you're just gonna burn yourself out. Don't have to compete with them or Rakio. Like Poned, because I feel like it would be a shame if you gave up everything you have built up on Sekiro. Because I think you're still a contender for the world record in IS Glitchless. It's just the amount of time that you would have to put into it if you wanted to compete for it right now is pretty crazy. And would maybe not... It's also a thing. Once Rakio comes to IS, you're done. There's probably gonna be new time save for Shura. So... At some point, so it's Rakio will never be done with Shura, probably. Rakio will be like that beam where Grim Reaper's knocking on doors. Well, all I'm saying, Poned, is If you want to quit completely, that's fine, but I think you should still play the game a little bit. I think that's the most efficient way to get better at the game. Is to play a little bit once in a while. It's way better than grinding hard and then taking break and then grinding hard, taking break. But it's also more difficult to adhere to that kind of like plan. Once he steps into IS, the world record is his. Yeah, Rakio's pretty crazy. He's very specialized though. In the sense that he can only really, at the moment he can only really do one run, right? He can only really do Shura glitchless. And he's put in more attempts in the time that he has been running that than some runners who have been running for years have. So it's like he's insanely focused on one thing. So I think it's perhaps not totally accurate to judge how good he is at the game of his performance in Shura, like comparing him to other people in that sense. The only thing that I can really say about Rakio is that he's the best Shura glitchless runner. Killed Genny in 9 minutes and 36 seconds. It's pretty crazy. Because if you think about it, viewing Rakio in the context of Shura glitchless is the best like spotlight that you could possibly give any person in the entire Sekiro community. Like, it's the same thing as looking at Freedom.js and saying, okay, this guy is the king of fighting bosses because he's unbeatable in Mortal Journey, but those are not very competitive, right? So you're viewing him towering over a lot of other like good runners, but not anywhere near his level. So like he is such a big leap in front of everyone else that it makes him look insanely good. But and I think that's the same way that Rakio is kind of being viewed at the moment. I definitely think he has potential to be the best player, but I don't think he's there yet, just because of the fact that you can't judge a player off of performance in one category. That's such a small like part of being like a really good Sekiro player. Early game matters so much in short categories. Yeah. But I think he'll get the IS record at some point as well. I don't think he can keep both the Shura and IS records at the same time for a long time though. And I think if he's going to do that, he won't be able to compete at a high level on any of the other categories. Although it will still take people some time to catch up in Shura, but I think once people catch up in Shura to him, then he'll have a hard time like expanding. Like to me, I can easily imagine Sutemo holding like multiple world records in widely like different categories, and that's because he's proved that he can do it. The same thing for Seki. Arakio doesn't really have anything that makes me think that he can hold Reki in like multiple different categories for like a prolonged amount of time. I think Aya's world record is gonna trade hands a few times, and then sure Glitchless world record is gonna get broken, and then he'll go back to that. And said he was thinking about getting a 2910X. Wow. Kinitro single lightning is reset. I'm wondering what the limit even is for that category. Like, I have absolutely no idea. Because no one is really doing record attempts of it, you know? So he's kind of doing his own thing, right? With that category. We don't have enough runners, really. Doesn't use some of it exactly. For all we know, right, Punet? Like, obviously you have run the category, but I have never run the category. For all I know, the best time could be like a 27, and he could be a noob, and then everyone else would be like a hyper noob, because I don't know where the where the best possible time is, right? Rakio uses one split for the whole thing. His one single, yeah, and uses detailed timer. Fucking detailed timer, man. That shit is kind of dude, why are there 4 viewers? What the fuck? I'm literally unlisted. I'm just talking. Every time he PBs he gold. Yeah, exactly. I should change the stream title to literally just talking. Fucking hell. I mean, it's the same with Jason Panetta. Jason does the same thing. You might have gotten the inspiration there, because really there isn't much of a reason to run without splits, because you can just have the splits be in places where there is no like negative thing, or you could use a foot pedal to split. Like, there are many things you can do which would be better. Bit discouraged to play IS. Well, Punet, first of all, play for third. Wait, third? Let me get on the Sekiro boards real quick. Dude, I just went to the fucking all bosses and mini bosses glitchless leaderboard, and there's a fucking Giga Chat here on third place. Keep trying, but jeez. Third would be Sutemo, yeah. I mean, you could I mean, you can. You've already shown on like stream that you can get. That you can like easily get the 41 for the sub 40, you know, sub 4140, which would like put you third place almost. Right, that's free just with playing more, right? At some point. That's just like a question of not getting fucked by the game. That's not really with any sort of new like improvement or anything. Once again, fucking 4120x Monka Giga. You have a lot of time save, yeah. Blow job, mas. It's Ponet chat massive cock. Ponet, we still love you even if you don't have world record. Know that. Wait, Rakio PB? Wait, let me open up Rakio stream. Wait, if he PB'd by milliseconds. Wait, maybe he PB'd by 40 milliseconds? I have a stream open right now. Wait, it doesn't look like he got a PB. Still 29th. Did he? Maybe he just didn't. Maybe just fucked up the splitting? Home? Hey, Fabio. I'm just talking. There is no speedruns here, sorry. It's clickbait, but I should also be unlisted, right? Ugh. Camo lied. Damn. Yeah, he didn't PB. I mean, there is the chance that he accidentally didn't save, but he would have just been able to manually edit it. Having only one split, that's pretty easy. Yeah. 2931.18. That's his world record PB. Twitch mobile sucks. Veiny purple penis. I might just raid Rakyo because I'm not gonna play anymore. I want to have a nap. He uses no mic, Vulgar. If you ask him something in chat, he might reply, or he will reply. We don't really know if like he does no mic like Sutemo, like on purpose. At some point he might, you know, use mic. I don't think. I mean, yeah, I don't know. We can always pray. Just reset to Ogre? Yeah. I mean, he has to do that. Reset to the kid. Kuru? He reset to say thanks. Nah, he doesn't do that. Nothing wrong happened to the kid on the tower, but he reset. Well, he might have just had bad movement or something. He has very high standards for the tutorial. Can imagine, yeah. Yeah, well, I'm actually gonna go offline. But I think I'm gonna just raid Rakyo. I wonder, does he have raids disabled? No, I don't. I think I can raid him. Reset again because the kid turned away. Yeah. I mean, I reset to that as well, so. Probably not in these splits though. On old splits I did. Yeah, I'm gonna raid Rakyo. Rakyo RK91. Yep, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the talk, Volger and Ponet. I'll see you some other time. And for anyone that's unaware who we are rating the world record holder for Sure Glitchless, which is the most popular speedrun category for Sekiro. And he is insane at the game. Right? Yeah, you too, Vulgar. See ya.